All right, here we are back at our D&D session. The kids leveled up yesterday, or well, last week, last time we played. So we need to roll for their health increase before we start anything else.
I wanna roll.
This is what you get to roll.
Oh, I'm bad at this kind of dice rolling.
I'm sorry. You get 2 bonus hit points plus your constitution
It landed
modifier.
on 2, 3, 4.
So you get 3 more health. So you go from 9 health
2.
to your max health is 12.
12. Yay.
Michael, please roll this dice.
Why does he get to roll a better dice than me?
Because he has a different class.
So.
Michael gets 7 plus 2 to his max hit points.
Oh.
So he goes from 16 hit points to 25.
To 25? Okay, now he's really...
Alright, Michael, you just woke up in the morning and you're not full health. Do you want to cast the heal spell on yourself?
No.
You're not full health, so if you go into battle, you'll be in trouble. Do you want to cast heal?
Okay.
One of your 2 heals? Alright, do that real fast. Roll. You healed 6 hit points, and because we had a short rest, it was last night, and you were petting your kitty and loving it, and slept by the fire. So, short rest, it's the next morning. You also get a few hit points back. So Michael's going to, between casting heal spell and the short rest, be back to full life. Okay, here's your guys' things.
Yes.
Remember, you only get 2 casts of each of your spell for the whole day. And Michael's already used one of his 2 heal spell casts. Alright. So, we have this ring you guys found that you don't know what it does, that Angela is wearing. You have your Scryer's orb, which you still can't use by yourself. You need to find somebody to help you to use the Scryer's orb to go and find Michael's master. You also have Angela's Sparky and Cloudy's gift to Hart Dragon, which is a little heart statue.
Which can summon a dragon.
How are we going to find help? You guys are in Hart Dragon's master's home, but nobody's here, and he's been gone for a long time. How are we going to find help?
Well, I found a camper in the canyon that's back under here.
You found what?
A camper in the canyon that's down there.
Ooh. Who lives in the camper? Does a witch live in the camper?
No, like an actual camper, like a person who camps.
Oh.
I think that's what it means at least. Yeah.
Well.
And a dragon. A dragon that used to rule the land.
I don't think you'd find a dragon just randomly in the jungle, Michael. But you could definitely find somebody who could give you directions to somebody who could help you.
Well, we could ask them to lead us to a town.
Well, you'll need to leave the house to find somebody. So...
Well, I left my treehouse.
And Michael might know where some people are. Michael, do you want to roll to remember what's close by? Angela, you can roll as well.
Well, I have been exploring out. I have been exploring out and inside of the forest that we're in.
All right, roll your dice for history. All right, Angela, you don't remember anything about the current area, and Michael doesn't remember anything either.
We can
try again after you get ready to leave.
I'm attracting people with my town post.
Michael, you can't just attract people with the town post yet. But you can go search for them. But we need to decide how to get the cat to follow us and how to carry all your things. Michael,
well, we need an inventory.
But you're small little dragons. You're only this big. You can't carry everything easily. But I believe that Michael's master had something that could help. It's called
a pouch.
It's a special magical pouch that can fit anything inside it, basically.
Where is it?
It's right over by the door on the coat hanger.
Let's go grab it. I'm excited because we're leaving finally.
Michael, are you okay with her grabbing it, or do you want to grab it?
I want to grab it in the coat hanger's this thing.
All right.
Oh no, I dropped my dice.
Go get it.
I'll get the thing that's it.
So this pouch, if you grabbed a sword, could hold and carry the sword, and yet it'd still be easy to carry on your neck. It could hold a barrel of juice. It can hold lots of stuff.
How much?
Daddy will let you know if you start putting too much into it, okay?
What? Can we find another or buy another?
You can buy another, but they're pretty expensive. I think you'd find another for around 500 gold pieces. And you guys don't even have any gold right now.
That's it. That's the pouch.
You want this to be your pouch? Okay.
It's too small.
We're just going to put it over here with the rest of your inventory. All right. Are you going to wear the ring or put the ring in the pouch?
Wear it.
Okay.
I'm going to put it on.
And we'll put these artifacts in the pouch. And who's wearing the pouch?
Me. He can. I wear the pouch.
Are you guys going to try to get the kitty to come along with you?
Yeah. I think it should stay here for safety. Well, it could be.
But who's going to feed it? It will go wild with nobody feeding it.
Well, okay, we'll take it along. But
All
we
right.
need food in the pouch.
We'll get food as we go. How about you roll your dice? I need you to roll it 5 times.
Okay.
And it's actually not that dice. You are going to be... Oh, yes, it is that dice.
Okay, I'm going to roll.
Okay,
9.
good. Roll again.
9. 1.
Uh-oh. Put the 1 here.
1.
The 1 is very bad. That means while trying to make the cat happy, something bad happened. I want you to roll the luck dice.
Luck dice. Please get 80, anything.
Your luck was high. So, no, that's good. High luck is good. So, what happened was the cat choked on something and got scared. But roll your animal handling again to try to help it feel better.
I have handled wild magic cats.
A 7, that's okay. And now
I wish it was a
2 more rolls.
Okay. 7, 5, 1.
Angela, your animal handling skills were not high enough.
No.
The cat is not going to follow you guys if you leave today.
No.
You can stay at the house and try to train the cat better, or we can find another cat later on to make your pet, but this one doesn't trust you. It's been have fire lighted right next to its fur that hit Michael. It's choked, and now you stepped on its tail.
I'm a bad trainer. I'm gonna fly away.
Okay, so
Fly away.
the cat runs out the door window and left. Maybe it might come back later.
I flew away. I'm flying.
But you need to help your friend Hart Dragon. If you fly away, then what's going to happen to Hart Dragon? He's going to be all alone trying to find his master.
I'm flying away too. I'm coming back.
Okay.
And I'm just putting my head in the ground. Well, trying to.
How about you say something funny? Like, When the mice are away, the cat shall play.
When the mice are away, the cat shall play.
That doesn't quite make sense. Why would the cat be afraid of mice?
It's funny. It should be the opposite.
Oh, maybe that's why we had trouble with the cat.
It should be the opposite.
Angela,
Ow!
sit up. Angela.
Yeah.
So every night before you go to bed, you can work on your animal training skills if you want to. That way next time you'll be better. Oh, did you hurt yourself? Sit up. You're not helping yourself down there. What happened? Did you hit?
I hit my eyebrow.
That hurt. I'm sorry that happened. Did you hear what Daddy said?
Yeah.
So do you want to make that your goal? That's the thing you train at night before you go to bed? I think that's a good thing to practice. All right. So right over here, training and animal handling proficiencies. Or would you like Daddy to write it fast?
Write it. Don't write it cursive. I can't read cursive. You're writing smart. I don't like it. My head hurt.
Angela, you train for 7 days and I will give you animal handling training proficiency, which will give you +5 to all your future dice roll when dealing with animals.
Yay.
Okay, so now that you guys have packed and dealt with the cat, or the cat dealt with you, go.
Don't talk about the cat anymore, please.
Okay, we won't talk about the cat anymore. You guys can leave. Roll to see if you've thought of some place to go.
Maybe we could make our own town.
Angela still hasn't thought of some place to go. Michael's thought of a place to go. There's 2 places to go. You can go west to the town, where you might find an adventurer who can cast a spell for you, or you can go north to a witch's hut who was a friend of your master, and she might know something about where your master is, or she can cast the scurrying spell. So where do you want to go?
To the witch's hut. I want to go to the witch's hut.
Michael,
Sounds fun.
do you want to go to the witch's hut as well?
My witch's hut friend actually knows where my master went.
She might. Maybe if she rolls lucky.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, let's go.
All right.
No, I want that.
Okay. You guys are traveling to the witch's hut. I'm going to roll to see if anything happens while you're traveling.
Maybe a wild magical cow will appear. Does anything happen?
All right.
So what happened?
All right. Roll for perception.
I didn't roll properly. I just let it roll.
It's okay. It rolled still. All right.
9 and 4.
Yep. Michael,
What?
while you were traveling,
What?
you noticed in the ground a tool.
Joy, pick it up. Pick it up.
Do you want to go dig it out of the ground?
Yeah, I just dig with. I can dig very long claws. The claws are very. Look here, I have
And
one,
what is
two,
Sparky and Cloudy doing?
we're chasing squirrels.
Chasing squirrels? Okay. Roll your dice. Let's see if you catch one.
If I catch one, I know what I'm gonna do with it. 14.
That catches you a squirrel. What do you do with your squirrel?
If I want to see if it's magical first.
All right. Roll perception.
17.
It is a regular, normal squirrel that's
What?
quite scared. It's not a magical squirrel. You caught a wild squirrel, and it's scared because this dragon, it has it in its claws. Yeah. And it doesn't understand it.
I thought the higher number is
But yes, you perceived correctly that it's a normal squirrel.
Oh.
If Daddy had had a special magical squirrel in the forest as well that you had caught, then you would have perceived that it was magical, but Daddy didn't have the magical squirrel in the story. Make sense?
Okay.
So what do you do with the squirrel? Do you let it go?
First we have to find what is the squirrel. What shall we ask the squirrel? This is the tool.
All right, Angela.
I want to...
Do you want to eat it?
No!
To try to befriend it? Or you
Befriend it!
Okay, roll your animal persuasion.
Okay, please get something high.
It bites you. You're going to take some damage.
I'm not good at this.
Angela, you take 1 hit point of damage. So you go from a 12 to 11, and you roll to see if you can hold on to the squirrel. Nope, you don't hold on to the squirrel and it gets away.
No.
Michael has been busy digging for his tool.
And this is the tool.
It's not a screwdriver what you find. What you find is a crowbar.
Crowbar.
This is what I found.
A crowbar.
I found this.
It's a crowbar.
No.
Yeah.
We can use this to represent the crowbar, okay?
Because we don't have
Do you want to... The crowbar is really big. Do you want to carry it or do you want to put it in your pouch of unlimited space?
pouch.
Okay, we'll go put it over here. Do you know what a crowbar does?
No.
A crowbar is a piece of metal that you use to give you leverage and make your strength stronger when trying to move something. It's very helpful for breaking down doors or getting planks of wood off a wall.
Is it good when fighting?
If you hit somebody with a crowbar, it will hurt them a lot more than if you hit them with a fist. But you guys also have your claws. And to use a crowbar would be a little difficult because you're so small for fighting. It would be useful as a tool, but a little hard to use as a weapon. All right. You guys have arrived at the witch's cabin. You see her door and her window, and you see smoke coming out of her chimney. You want to eat some pokey?
Pocky. Mom says it's called Pocky.
Pocky? Okay. Pocky. Sorry, Daddy can't speak.
You can.
Okay, what are you guys going to do? You've arrived at the witch's hut.
We're gonna knock on the door. I'm gonna roll. 4. No, wait, it's 11. That's 4.
Michael, please leave it be.
I don't do enough fruit snack.
You want a fruit snack? Okay.
Okay. I rolled 11 to knock on the door.
I didn't ask you to roll. You don't always need to roll. Simple things you can just have happen. You knock on the door, and the witch opens up the door. And she sees these 2 little pseudo-dragons at her doorstep. And she looks at you.
And I just run back.
Oh, it's okay. I don't bite. What can I do to help you 2?
Does she understand us?
She is a magical person, so she can speak with you magically. And so she would understand you if you tried to tell her your situation.
We're trying to find Hart Dragon's master. And we think that Hart Dragon's master is your friend.
Oh, I know him. The old wizard down the road. I haven't seen him for a long time. He's missing? That's strange. Oh, I'm really sorry.
He's
Come
been
in,
gone.
come in. She invites you into the house.
And I look around amazed at all the stuff because I've never seen this before.
Yes, she has lots of stuff. Roll your perception. All right.
9.
You see her fireplace with the kettle on. You see her sofa and her sewing needles. You see that she has a garden with herbs in it. You don't see any cats.
Usually witches have cats.
Yes, they usually do. They also usually have a witch's hat on. Her hat isn't on her head. It's over on the mantelpiece. And she sits down and asks, how do you want me to help?
He has this little orb. And I can't remember what it's called.
Scurrying orb.
We have this
Or scrying orb.
We have this scrying orb, and I show it to her.
You get it out of your pouch? Okay. Oh, I know what that is. You want me to scry to see where your master is?
Yeah.
Well, I could do that. But I want something from you. Will you be willing to help me?
Yes.
I have 2 pesky goblin brothers who keep coming to my garden and stealing my turnips. I want you two to get these goblins to stop stealing my turnips. If you do that, I will help you with your scrying stone, and I'll also tell you about your ring you have.
Cool.
Because I recognize that ring.
They're riding on my back right now. And I throw them into water.
Do you guys want to keep talking to the witch and trying to convince her otherwise, or do you want to do what she's asked and deal with the 2 goblin brothers?
Yeah.
Deal with the 2 goblin brothers. I think that would be kinder instead of forcing her to.
Okay.
They're on my back right now.
I might be
Goblin
wild.
brothers,
I might be wild, but I am kind.
the goblin brothers live in a little lean-to about a mile that way. And she points off into the forest. You can follow their trail if you look for their footsteps.
What do their footsteps look like?
My eyesight can.
They look humanoid with little claw tips at the end, barefoot, about yay big.
I think I see one in her cabin.
There's no goblin in her cabin right now.
We'll deal with them.
All right.
I'm going to put that back in the pouch and this in the pouch.
You're not going to wear the ring?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm wearing the ring. I'm going to be wearing the ring.
All right. Okay. You guys go out the back door and start heading towards the goblin lean-to. Do you have any plans? What are you going to do to the goblins? What's your plan? Before you show up there, you should probably figure one out. Are you going to try to ambush the goblins?
I think we
Or are
should.
you just going to charge in and rip their guts out? And
No.
blow them with fire?
No. I think that we should start trying to tell them to stop. But if they don't listen and they try to attack us, then we'll attack back. That's my plan.
Do you think that's a good plan, Michael?
Well, I'm thinking of sneaking up from their back door and breaking the back door. My brakes are super silent. Nobody can hear my brakes. My brakes are super silent. But you can't. But you can't.
Michael wants to try to sneak up on them. Angela, do you want to try to sneak up on them?
No.
Alright, are you going to follow Michael while he sneaks, or are you going to make lots of noise?
I'm going to do my plan and he can do his plan.
Okay, Michael goes around back from the goblin's lean-to this way,
Hey,
trying to sneak, and Angela is coming this way. Now, Michael, roll for a sneak.
well, my brakes are ultra quiet.
Just roll.
And they're super strong. Let's see.
Michael is so sneaky, he's gotten right up behind, and he sees and hears the two goblins, and they don't know it. They're here, and Michael has sneaked up behind them without them noticing at all.
The Ninja Turtles are goblins?
We're going to use the Ninja Turtles as goblin figurines for this.
What?
Yeah.
I'm
Things that
confused.
want to stop. And Angela is just down the road. Let me roll to see if the goblins notice Angela. Oh, they don't notice until Angela gets this close. And Michael hears the two goblins and even Angela talking. Oh, that darn witch. She always runs us off. She has the best vegetables in town. What town, brother? We live in the middle of the forest. There's no town here. Well, they're still the best in the forest. I like those turnips. Yes, but she's going to turn us into something slimy next time, I swear, if we don't be careful. Well, what else are we going to eat? Garbage? I want something better than garbage. All right. What do you do now? You hear them talking.
I enter!
You've entered their lean-to? Oh, that's pretty dangerous, Angela. Hey, what's that? It's a dragon. It can't be a dragon. It's not a big dragon.
I'm
Can
a
we eat it?
pseudo-dragon!
And I just attacked the one.
Okay. All right, stop.
I'm a pseudo-dragon.
Okay, Michael has initiated combat. So,
Michael, why did you just initiate combat? I was just about to talk to them.
it's role-playing. You do what you want. Things happen. Okay, so we're going to roll for initiative. 6.
No, that's
Roll,
not.
Liza. Angela.
Oh, okay, I'll roll. 5.
Okay, and Michael, roll for your initiative.
I'll use this side.
Yep, that's fine. All right.
14.
Michael, you have caught the goblins flat-footed, and you get a surprise attack round.
What? I wanted to talk to them. Why do you write R?
Red goblin, orange goblin.
And we have those little...
If he falls down again, I'm just not going to care about it, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Michael, for your sneak attack round, roll. What are you going to do? You have your frost spell, or you can claw and bite.
Or, what's lesser? Oh, lesser heal.
Yeah, which won't be helpful right now.
My frostbow. The frostbow also freezes.
Okay, roll to spell for your spell.
Roll.
Natural 20. Your spell with your sneak attack is in the direct line that it will hit both of the goblins at once. Roll for damage.
Oh, I really wanted to talk to them.
And they're not going to be talkative after this. They're going to be aggressive.
I wish I could talk, but Michael had to attack them.
Good job, Michael. You've hit both goblins with 5 frost damage. That was your bonus round that happened from catching them flat-footed. Now you get to attack them again. You cast your last frost spell that you won't have any more for the rest of the day, or you use claws.
Claws.
Okay, I assume you're attacking the red goblin, or do you want to run around and attack the orange?
The red goblin is the weakest one.
Okay,
My frost.
so roll to hit. All right,
Did I
4
use this?
plus your strength modifier, you do not hit. Okay, your round is done. Okay, the red goblin is going to turn and attack Michael.
Big Hart Dragon.
15. Hart Dragon's armor is a 12. So this goblin attacks. He pulls a short sword off his hip and slices at Michael and hits.
That could have cut him.
and he hits for 5 damage. So Michael goes from 20 hit points. It's from 25 hit points to 20. The orange goblin attacks Sparky and Cloudy.
Wait!
He rolled a natural 1, which is very, very bad luck. In his fear from being attacked and hit from the frost spell, when he draws his sword, he draws it and hits his friend in the back.
That is 5.
Yep.
I really wanted to talk to them.
All right, Angela, it's your roll. Everybody's fighting, and people are bleeding. Do you fight? Do you talk? Or do you run away?
I want to heal myself.
You don't need to heal yourself yet. Heal yourself at the end of the battle. Finish off your enemies first. That's the smarter tactic.
First, I want to talk and say, okay, I'm gonna roll for my talkity talk.
Just talk.
Okay, I'm gonna
And
talk
now
to them.
you only get a few seconds to talk because we're in combat. So what do you say?
My friend didn't. We just want you to stop stealing the turnips. The witch needs them.
All right, Angela, there's 2 things you can do here. You can roll for persuasion, which tries to convince them with words to stop, or because they've already been hurt and they're scared, you can roll for intimidation and try to use their fear to get them to stop. So do you want to be persuasive and nice, or do you want to be big and bold and try to talk them down to not fight you anymore?
Nice.
All right, roll for persuasion. Not high enough. They don't believe you and say, "You mean dragons? We got you good." All right.
Can I try to talk to them?
Do you want to attack, or do you want to forfeit your turn and it goes to Michael's turn?
I can't talk again?
No, it's combat. We have to do turns. So you can still do an action to fight.
I'm gonna use invisibility.
You're going to cast invisibility. Roll to see if it works. Okay, it works, and you are now invisible. And the goblins are even more scared. Okay, Michael. This goblin is all but dead. And this one is very scared. Do you want to finish them off, or do you want to try to intimidate them down, or persuade them, or like Angela was doing? What are you doing?
Like Agnes doing.
Shh, it didn't work last time, and they might attack you. Do you want to try to use intimidation instead of persuasion?
I'm doing the same thing as Agnes did.
All right, roll for persuasion.
Okay.
10. You do not persuade them. You say, "Stop taking the witch's turnips." And they're like, "We want the witch's turnips. You attacked us. You attacked us from behind. You're so mean. We got you good."
I wish I could
All right,
talk.
Michael, do you
If I
attack,
could talk
or are
again-
you done?
If I could
attacking.
Okay,
If I
Michael's
could-
attacking.
Wait, I have Dad, really quick, can I tell you something? If I could talk again, then I would say that the witch is upset. She needs those turnips to feed the rest of the people.
But it's not your turn right now. Michael's making his decision. Do you attack?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you attacking the red goblin or the orange goblin?
Orange.
Okay, to attack the orange goblin, you'd have to go past this guy, and he gets what's it called an attack of opportunity, because you disengage with him and go over there. Do you want to let him get a free attack on you, or do you want to just finish fighting him?
Yeah.
Okay, roll for your attack. All right, that hits. Roll for damage. 4. The red goblin dies. All right, orange goblin is going to run this way and attack Michael, trying to avenge his friend, his brother. His attack misses.
What?
Angela, what do you do?
I will sneak up behind him and grab him by the leg.
Okay, that's a grapple. Do you want to try to grapple somebody bigger and stronger than you? Or do you
Yeah.
want to just attack them with a spell?
Grapple!
Okay, so roll this for a strength test. Remember, your strength is really, really, really low.
Well, I rolled a 14 earlier.
Oh, was that your roll?
Yeah.
Okay, Daddy will roll for the goblin strength test. 3. Up. You successfully have grappled the goblin. Do you want to use a quick action to try to put in an attack while you have a hold of his leg?
I thought that I could move him away over here, over here.
That's different than a grapple. Grapple is just wrestling and roughhousing. So you've successfully grappled his leg.
And then I flip him over like that.
That's an attack. Are you going to attack?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, roll for your attack.
5.
But he's at disadvantage because he is grappled. But your strength, you fail to attack him. You're fighting and rolling around with him and fail to get any purchase with your claws and teeth. Okay, Michael, your turn.
I attack the orange one. Yeah.
All right, roll for your attack.
And it was claws.
Roll. All right, that hits. Roll for damage.
1.
Okay,
He has 6
the goblin
points left.
rolls to try to escape Angela's grapple. He fails to escape. He rolls for attack on Cloudy and Sparky. Uh-oh. He hits. He successfully stabs down at his own leg and hits you with a powerful attack.
Did he... Are we done now? 5 damage.
But he crit. He does double. You go from 11 hit points down to 1 hit point left.
1.
When I get so serious, I just do a special attack.
You have a big, huge wound on your side where the sword has cut you. All right, did you... Oh,
Me, Michael, I'm gonna...
Is it the end of my turn?
it's your turn. Do you attack and try to finish him off before he finishes you off, or do you run away?
I back off.
Okay. What you need to do is called strategic disengage, which means he doesn't get an attack of opportunity on you. If you don't do a strategic disengage, he will get an attack of opportunity and might finish you off. But when you do a strategic disengage, you don't get to travel as far away.
Okay, I'm doing that because I just don't want to get hit and
Okay.
I don't want to die.
Michael, roll. Are you going to attack the orange goblin?
Yes, and do my special attack.
Are you clawing or are you using your spell?
He said he's using a special attack because he's upset.
All
I
right.
want it back.
Roll for your special bite attack.
It is a special
Small
bite
roll.
attack that...
Small roll.
A special bite attack that
Okay,
kills
that's
anything in one hit.
If you get a 20. 18.
Michael hits. Roll
And
for
kills
damage.
it.
Roll for damage, roll for damage. Please do 6, please do 6.
Well, it takes anything out in one hit.
Just roll already.
So,
Roll.
I don't have to roll for
You
damage.
need to roll.
Okay.
Okay. Now, for your special effect, you get to roll this. Because you're so infuriated they hurt your friend, you're biting with extra force. And you roll for that. Alright, Michael just did 6 damage, and that is enough for the orange goblin to die. Both goblins have died, but Angela's really, really hurt.
I'm going to use my heal spell on her.
Okay, cast to make sure it casts right.
That's his last heal.
For today, it'll be fine.
Well, the double heal spell because I did my super bite. Double heal spell, dude.
It's just your regular heal spell. You haven't learned a doubles heal spell. Okay, roll to see how much it heals. Alright,
5.
you go from 1 hit point to 6. Can you write 6 there for me now?
I have 6 health.
Okay.
Let's go tell the witch that we did it.
Do you want to loot the bodies or explore
I
the
want
lean-to?
Can we do both?
Yes.
I want to do both.
Okay, roll this to see if you find everything.
1.
Oh my word. All you see is garbage, garbage, and garbage.
No, I want to try again.
Okay. You want to try again?
Yeah.
What you can do is called, I want to take 20 exploring.
I want to take 20 exploring.
So instead of doing a quick look like you just did and try to find stuff with a quick roll, you guys spend 30 minutes looking through the muck, checking the bloody and dead bodies of the goblins. And you hear their body goes. Alright. It's a little disgusting. You even find their poo. But because you guys searched for so long, you find 2 half-eaten turnips and 10 copper pieces.
10 copper. We can make armor. I want to make armor for my wings, first of all.
Copper pieces, it's the coinage. It's like quarters.
Hey.
So you have 10 copper piece.
All right, so 0 copper.
Do you want to have some of it?
Yes.
Okay. Angela, are you okay splitting the copper piece so you each have 5 copper piece?
Yeah.
All right. 5 copper piece. And Michael's little note, 5 copper piece. You can use that to buy food or to rent a night in the inn or other stuff later on.
Well, I have a town house.
Okay, do you guys go back to the witch to tell her that you got rid of the goblins?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
All right. You get there, bloody and smelling of poo and goblins.
I want to wash up first.
You wash up first before you go back?
Yeah. And
The witch has a well in her backyard. Do you use that to wash up?
I don't want to make it dirty.
You can use a bucket and just pour the water out. You don't have to get in the well. Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll a strength test for getting water out of the well.
Mm-hmm.
You got the water just fine and you're all clean and you feel better too. Gain 1 hit point back.
Gain. So I have 7 health.
Yep.
No.
Write it.
Okay, just a minute. I'm
Did
learning.
you find candy?
It's good.
Well, let's make the food in real life.
Okay.
Food in the game.
All right. Michael, we're almost done. We want to finish talking to the witch and then we'll be done. The witch sees you out cleaning up and says, "Are you two okay? Did everything go okay?"
Yes. We got a little bit dirty, but we're okay.
And what happened to the goblins?
Defeated them.
You defeated them? Oh, that's very impressive. Good job, little pseudo-dragons. I will keep my end of the bargain. Come inside, eat some biscuits, and I will scry your master, okay?
Yay, thank you?
She feeds you a biscuit, or, well, do you want to eat the biscuit she offers?
I want to save it, Mom.
You want to save the biscuit?
Yeah. Does it give you health?
Well, you don't know. You wouldn't know unless you tried it.
I'll save mine.
You'll save the biscuit?
I'm gonna go grab what the biscuit is.
Michael eats his biscuit? The biscuit's like a cookie. Do you eat it?
And I'm intending.
Alright, do you eat it or no?
I eat it.
Roll a 1d4 for recovering health. Michael recovers 3 hit points from eating his magic witch biscuit.
I used it to get through that.
Angela, you saw that Michael healed from eating his biscuit. Do you want to eat your biscuit?
No. I'm still saving it, and that's my biscuit. And
Okay.
I found some.
We are going to be done for now.
Hey,
Next session, the witch will tell you where Michael's master is. Good job today on beating the goblins and getting cleaned up afterwards.
Dad, can we still play?